"You look tired, sir," the little girl said softly, her small hand reaching toward his sleeve. "My mama says when people look sad and tired, they just need someone to notice." Cameron Hayes froze. He'd been staring out the airplane window for 20 minutes, watching the clouds blur into nothingness, his mind trapped in the same loop it had been stuck in for months. The merger, the lawsuits, the board meeting where they'd called him heartless. He was 33 years old, CEO of a tech empire, and he couldn't remember the last time he'd slept through the night. Now, in seat 12A of a delayed flight to Boston, a 4-year-old girl with auburn curls and a green backpack stood in the aisle, looking at him like she could see straight through his $1,000 suit. "I'm fine," Cameron said automatically, his voice flat. The little girl tilted her head. "That's what my mama says too, but she cries at night sometimes." Before Cameron could respond, a young woman appeared, breathless and apologetic. She couldn't have been older than 28, with tired eyes and a soft smile that looked like it had been practiced to cover worry. "Lily, sweetheart, don't bother the man," she said gently, reaching for her daughter's hand. "I'm not bothering him, Mama. I'm just noticing." The woman, her name was Grace, Cameron would later learn, looked at him with quiet embarrassment. "I'm so sorry. She's very observant." Cameron nodded. "It's okay." But Lily wasn't finished. She climbed into the empty middle seat beside him without asking, her little legs swinging. "Do you have a family, sir?" Grace reached for her. "Lily!" "No," Cameron said quietly, surprising himself. "No, I don't." Lily studied him seriously. "That's sad. Everyone should have someone." The flight was 4 hours long. Cameron didn't expect to speak again. But Lily kept glancing at him, and eventually she pulled out a worn coloring book. "Do you want to color with me?" Grace tried to intervene, but Cameron shocked them both. "Sure." For the next hour, he colored a terrible-looking dinosaur, while Lily explained in great detail why purple was the best color for everything. Grace sat beside them, occasionally glancing over with a mix of gratitude and disbelief. "She doesn't usually talk to strangers," Grace said softly during a quiet moment, "but she has this way of sensing things." Cameron looked at Lily, who was now humming as she colored. "She said you cry at night." Grace's smile faltered. She looked away. "I didn't think she heard." "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have." "It's okay." Grace took a slow breath. "Her father left 2 years ago. I've been working 2 jobs to keep us afloat. Lily's been through a lot. But somehow," her voice cracked slightly, "somehow, she's still the kindest person I know." Cameron felt something shift in his chest. He thought about the emails he'd ignored, the employees he'd let go without a second thought, the years he'd spent building walls around himself. "She gets it from you," he said quietly. Grace looked at him surprised. Then she smiled, really smiled. "Thank you." Halfway through the flight, Lily fell asleep against Cameron's arm. Grace tried to move her, but Cameron shook his head. "It's fine." He sat there, perfectly still, feeling the weight of this tiny human who trusted him without reason. When was the last time anyone had trusted him like that? Grace watched him carefully. "Can I ask you something?" "Sure." "What made you so tired?" Cameron exhaled slowly. He could have lied. He could have said work, or travel, or nothing at all. But something about this moment, this strange, unexpected moment, made him tell the truth. "I spent 10 years building a company, and somewhere along the way, I forgot why I started. I forgot people." Grace nodded like she understood. My ex-husband used to say success meant leaving people behind. I never believed him. I think real success is measured by who stays." Cameron looked at Lily's sleeping face, peaceful and trusting. "I think you're right." When the plane landed, Cameron helped carry Lily's backpack through the terminal. At the arrivals gate, Grace turned to him. "Thank you for today, for seeing her." Cameron's throat tightened. "Thank you for letting her see me." Lily, now awake, hugged his leg. "Will you be okay, Mr. Cameron?" He crouched down to her level, something he never did. "I think I will, because of you." She grinned. "Remember, everyone needs someone to notice." Grace squeezed his hand briefly. "Take care of yourself." They walked away, disappearing into the crowd. 3 months later, Cameron stood in his office staring at a framed photo on his desk. It was a picture Lily had drawn on the plane, a purple dinosaur holding hands with a stick figure. Underneath, in Grace's handwriting, "From Lily, who noticed." He'd made changes, real ones. He'd rehired people. He'd started a foundation for single parents. He'd begun sleeping through the night. And once a month, he met Grace and Lily for lunch at a small cafe in Boston. "You look different," Grace said during their last visit, smiling. "I feel different," Cameron admitted. Lily climbed into the chair beside him. "See, Mama, I told you, people just need someone to notice." Cameron looked at them both, these two people who had cracked open his carefully constructed armor with nothing but kindness, and he felt something he hadn't felt in years. Hope. "You were right, Lily," Cameron said softly, his voice steady now, warm. "Everyone does need someone, and I'm really glad you noticed me." Lily smiled. Grace's eyes glistened. And in that small cafe, surrounded by the hum of ordinary life, Cameron Hayes learned the most important lesson of all, that being seen, truly seen, by someone who cares, can change everything.